Morning folks. Well, on the road to recovery, so yeah, feeling 100% better than I did last weekend. I still get that niggling cough that hangs around, so it's a bit of a pain in the backside, but there you go. So just giving these a little top up. We've got the filters boiling on there. We've got the filters boiling over in the greenhouse. About to get that one started and cleaned out. So we're bubbling away in here. They're all doing well. Need to decide what's happening with them. But yeah, good spring clean day today. So I'll get out, give everything a good clear out. Let's just flip you around a second and rather than looking at my ugly mug. So we're getting this down because Lisa wants that. That's Lisa and Nigel from Nipping Coit. So it's going to need a good clean out, but I'll get most of the crap out of it and then bag it all up, box it all up, get this area cleaned up and ready to go. Get my shed cleaned out, ready for the spring. It's amazing how quickly sheds become dumping grounds. I need to get all of this sorted out, get that media bleached off, ready to go again if required, but that needs sorting. What else have I got to do? I like fish. Do some water parameter checks today as well. I don't do them as often as I should do really, so I'll have to do that quickly. Won't be long before the bonsais are starting to come back again, and I'm going to go and get some of that. It's like a roll of rush, isn't it? I guess, you know, the stuff you get from B&Q anyway. I'm going to put that on. I've got an old pond line and I'm going to put across first. Just keep most of the rain out and then drop it, because that just fills up with rain. There's nothing in there at the minute, so I'm just keeping it circulating. It's only got a small pump, so it's not too horrific. It's just to keep some oxygen going over it more than anything else. On the old, actually no, I'm fibbing. There's a couple of fish in there that I've got to get out and get up to my mates still. Nothing to speak of. So yeah, I've got the vortex brushes and then 2 lots of jack matting in here. Old school, but it does the job. So I'll take that down. Take the you have to take the thing off the end there and shove the hose in. Empty that down a little bit. Give it a bit of a clear out. Just prune the plants back a touch. So this is where the fry will go. So I'm leaving the plants in because that's going to attract some invertebrate life. Yes, I know there'll be dragonflies and what have you as well, but they won't go in here until they've grown on a little bit. So the plan will be same as last time, is get the spawning net in there, get the spawning nets and the I've got a fine mesh net to go in, get that in there, get rid of all the crap today, have a good tidy up in here, try and get it sorted out ready for the spring while we've got a decent dry day. And yeah, the nets will go in there, will spawn, and then I'm looking at doing possibly 3 spawnings over a sort of 15 to 20 week period. That's the plan. Whether the plan happens or not, but you've got to have a plan. So yeah, we'll get that done, and then once we've got to sort of 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks, when we do the first go through, then we'll pop them in there. And they should be able to fend for themselves then and eat up most of the stuff that gets in there. So yeah, just having a sort out around here, get the garden tidied, pick up after these 2 lunatics, and that's about it. So yeah, I'll probably catch up with you later, try and do a bit of a long one today. Like I say, get these cleaned out. So a couple of people are asking about Vercon Aquatic. Now, you know, again, you'll get a million different opinions whenever you ask anything about koi, and none of them are wrong generally. it's what works for you, you know what I mean? It's just, I wouldn't like to say anybody's wrong, but it, you know, there's some things that I know don't work because I've done it, and that's mainly how you find out things don't work. But I use a Vercon Aquatic S. Actually, this is just shy of 6,000 litres, 5,750 litres, and I use 2 a week on this, and I use 1 a week on the other ones, and it just kills the bacteria in the water column. It won't get rid of a bacterial issue if you have one, but if you haven't got one, it is a reasonable preventative. But get the Vercon Aquatic, not the Vercon S, because the Vercon S is not good for your pond. It's great for disinfecting stuff, but the Vercon Aquatic, it's just a low dose, enough to kill any bacteria in the water column, but doesn't do the fish any harm at all. So yeah, so that's it. I shall get back to you guys shortly. Excuse me. Oh dear. Right, so just giving this blast out. So you can see in there, even after a couple of boils, all the crap. I'll tell you what I'm finding here, be interested to know whether you guys are. Load of algae. We've had some real bright sunshine just recently, and there's a load of, this is the only one I left the UV in, and there's a load of algae. That's the main thing that seems to have been coming out of here. They have been getting fed every day this week, has been coming up for it. But there's a bucket of algae, so I'm just getting the tonic highest wash and just blasting around the bottom of the cage there. It doesn't always come out. Sorry, there we go. It doesn't always come out to the bottom there, even after 2 or 3 bubbles. So there's not enough water in there to bother any bacteria that's in there. Another thing that's worth having, and I just blasted this out, which is what you see all the algae on my hands. These are hop filters for beer, and they fit perfectly in the centre of your Easy Pod. You can buy the rings for them online, only pence, and that does not filter out a lot of the algae and smaller bits and bobs. They really do work. Just in the summer when you're feeding heavily, you just need to keep an eye on them because they do get blocked quite quickly. But if you're cleaning your filters out every other day or so, or certainly every 3 days minimum really in the summer, I would imagine, then you'll see that no problem at all, and you just give it a blast out with a hose. But they're really good. So that's that one nearly finished. Just put that one back together, get that running again. I've just connected the hose up to this one. It's a little bit of a faff because of the way it's set up. Let's just, so yeah, there you go. Oh look, there you go. You can see the 3 of them that have got to go up to my mate's farm. They've had a little bit of mouth rot. They're all right now, but they're not it's not for me, obviously. Nobody would want them, and they're too healthy to put to sleep, so they'll have to go at some point. But yeah, I put a pipe on the end there and run it out the back, and then fortunately we've got the rodding hole there for the series, so I can just drain it all straight out. So they'll be next. Yeah, we'll crack on. But those beer things, they really do work. They're very good. They're very good indeed. So we'll crack on. We'll get this back together and see you shortly. So don't think you see the bottom of there, but all done, all nice and clean. Blasted it off so they can go back on. Just those that open hooks. So I'll get this chopped up in a minute. It's a pity about them, but it is what it is, as they say. So I scooped a load of leaves out of there as well that are floating, because obviously there's only that net on and that net's blown all over the place. So I'll get that sorted out. I just have bits of pipe work to make things fit to go in. Always worth hanging on to bits, so that's been done in here. Let's just top it up. Pop the lid back on. That's all sorted. And yeah, I go straight in. I do use the chlorinator on occasion, but if you spray it in, it does vent off. I've never had a problem with it. Again, you'll get 1,000,001 different bits and bobs. Got my gear out ready to do some water tests. They're just constantly hungry all the time. Look at those kick-jack. Magic. The big shower there. A lot of people seem to like the big shower there. The big shower is going to be moving on. So if anybody is interested in the big shower, let me know. No sensible offer refused. Yeah, still sorting that out, but I've got the pond ready, bagged up with all the bits in there. So just got to coil this up. The lunatics, look at the state of the place. Absolute shambles. So weeds growing everywhere. So I'll get all of this sorted out now. Get some bits and bobs moved. I might even use that instead of the old pond liner to go over the roof. I'll see. I think I might need some staples and then get all of this crap cleared up. So yeah, on we go. On we go. Keep getting sidetracked onto loads of different little jobs, so I'll get one of these finished in a minute. See you in a bit. My little sign, I forgot I'd got it. Caroline just reminded me. So that can go up now. Yeah. It's off to bits. Happy days. Right, well, I've got the cover over the top and I'll get the stuff to go on top of that again. Just whack a few screws in to hold it down and hope the wind doesn't take it, but that's alright. It's just refilling. Happy days. Just emptied that old fish tank in there, ready to start shifting the garbage out of there. It's a lovely day. It's a nice day. They're just up for food, always hungry. That's that shifted, so all this space needs cleaning out now. And yeah, unfortunately, we're going to put a greenhouse there because we want to grow some veggies and stuff. So there's a greenhouse going there, but you know, there's all of that. And then everything from the shed this way is mine to do what I want with. So that's not all bad, is it? Get this shed ripped down at some point. God knows when that'll be, but that'll all get ripped down. That's quite a size, that. Can you imagine all of that being ripped down? It's just a dumping ground at the minute. All of this is going to get ripped out, and then that'll be a koi shed. This will all come down and get turned into a proper pond. I've just put some clay in them all, so it's still a bit murky. But yeah, the filters there I've got to do something with, and that's it. So all good. Right then, I'm not far off. Cheeky beer time. That's filling up now. I've put a couple of sueys in there. The other ones have gone. That was alright. Managed to get that done today, so that's happy days. So yeah, I've put a couple of sueys in there. See how they go on. So yeah, give it a trial. Dogs are fascinated by water, so Remy's looking at all the bleached stuff. She's stupid. Managed to get that out of there, so now I've just got to sort out and have a clean out in that. It's only temporary for this year until it gets knocked down, but I do need to use it this year. So I think that's probably going to be about it, really. I'll have my beer, have a tidy up, did the water test. 0 ammonia, tiny little bit of nitrite, which is frustrating, but the tiniest little bit, so it'll sort itself out. I've been getting fed quite a bit this week, so it could just be the weather, and I've actually, it was literally the slightest shade of pink, very slight, so they soon tell you when they're not very happy, and they look particularly happy at the moment. So all good. So I'm going to finish my beer and crack on, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Have a good week.